Hello everyone, it is Pat with Empowering by Design and Angel Divination with our daily Oracle card reading and message for Wednesday the 28th of 2011. I also have Stripey here with me sitting in on the reading today, so he's being pretty good. He's just lending his presence today, not necessarily getting in the way of the camera like he usually does. Excuse me. For today's reading, I felt guided to call on the messages from the angels Oracle card deck, and also the Earth Magic Oracle card deck for today's reading. And thanks so much to everybody for leaving your comments about the synchronicities yesterday. There certainly were a lot of synchronicities in the cards that are coming up between all of us who do readings on YouTube. So yes, that was part of my synchronicities that took place. Anyways, so let's see what's going on for this week between Christmas and New Year's. We're halfway through. All right. Beloved angels, messages, we seek your messages and guidance through the YouTube community. Oh, as you can tell, there's cards spilling out, and there is more than one. All right, well, the first card came out, and this is not a big surprise. Archangel Michael has come into our message today, and his message says, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So, Michael comes in with a message today to keep at it. And you know, there's a lot of you out there that are really, you need to make changes in your life. You know things need to change, or you maybe already know that you need to go in a new direction. And Michael is behind a lot of that inner knowing and nudging that you've been getting. Because he's urging us, always urging us. He has knowledge of what our life path and purpose is. And these urges to make changes come from him. And he knows it's not always easy to make life changes. Pardon me. You know, sometimes they can seem very intimidating, and as we move on to our life path, we may struggle with social acceptance if we have to make dietary changes or changes for our own health and well-being. It means changing our habits, and well, sometimes that can just be annoying and frustrating. So, but it's important that we do make them, because Michael knows that as we make those changes, we will be happier as a result, and it will allow us to further shine our light, and that improves everything. It improves all aspects of our life and the lives of those that we affect. When we're happier within ourselves, we're happier with other people, we have a greater sense of well-being, and that benefits everybody. So Michael's message, he's always the angel who helps us through changes. And the angels are entirely, they have unlimited resources because they don't have physical bodies. They're not in physical form. And so if we ask them for help, they can, rearrange our schedule, help us to make connections. They can even, if you're making changes in your diet and your, if you're just making changes in your diet that you have to, maybe to lose weight, if that's one of the changes you've been urged to make, they can cut the addictions that we have to the foods that are unhealthy for us. So they can really provide an incredible amount of help, and it really just requires us asking them to intervene and being open and receptive to their guidance and allowing them to work in our energies. And they can actually work most beneficially with us while we sleep, because we're completely at rest and open and receptive. So be sure to call on them. And he's here to boost your confidence, to know that you can do it. You can make the changes that you want to make. You have that power within you, and he's ready and willing to bolster and amplify that power, even when we don't always feel like it's there, when it feels like a bit of a struggle for us. So he's ensuring your ability to step forward and do what you need to do. Okay? And that includes, for some of you out there, making the efforts to speak up, I feel. Some of you, as you enter the new year to smooth out some relationships, may need to speak up truthfully about your feelings with some people in some of your relationships. And that does take quite a bit of courage. And sometimes it can be intimidating because we need to find the right words. But Michael, again, is here encouraging you and helping you to make those changes. And that is also one of the ways that they can help us. They can help us find the right words to use and to get the message across in a loving way. Archangel Gabriel is also very helpful for that too. So be patient with the process and with yourself. Know that these changes are bringing you peace. And if you're choosing to, follow through on these changes to get to a higher place, and sometimes other people, when they see you step out of a certain role, it can be a little bit intimidating to them. But it's important that you keep on it and keep at it for your own personal growth and soul growth. So that's our messages from the angels, from that card deck. Now let's see what let's call on Mother Earth and see what her energies want to bring into our reading today, because as we know, she's going through a lot of her own changes. Okay. Ooh. All right, so there's a couple things that have popped out here. The first one is Desert and Vision Quest. Vision Quest is a practice that a lot of people, in those areas of the country do go out into the desert for. They take themselves sort of away from society and away from external distractions, and they kind of fast in order to get a vision from spirit. And the message with this card today, I do feel, has to do with tuning into visions that you get. Sometimes we do. We get a vision in our mind's eye, and it kind of comes there very serendipitously without us necessarily generating it. And I feel like they're urging us to pay attention to those, because some of those may be coming from Michael as well. And it's urging you to spend some quiet time and allowing these things to bubble up from your consciousness. And it may perhaps be best for you just to get outside to do that. Obviously, depending on where you are, you may or may not have a desert around you. But you can always find a location, maybe that's as close to nature as possible, in an undisturbed way, to truly find some solitude, to be able to better hear or be in touch with the part of you that needs to change, that wants to change. So that's part of that message. And Michael will work with you also in that quiet time. But it's carving out that solitude out in nature is an incredibly healing place to be. And it's a way that Mother Earth can work with you and connect with you and be in touch with you to help you, and you can help her in both your personal life changes and the changes that are taking place in the earth right now. It's a way of synchronizing you. And it's interesting that this is heaven and earth. And when you connect with both, it really helps to synchronize those energies within you. You are getting the energies from above and below. And, that's important, since we are on the earth and we are walking a path and a lifetime and learning lessons here on the earth in physical form. So it's a way of really embracing power. Okay, the powers of both upper and lower. Anyways, so that is our message for today. I hope this one is helpful to you. I hope you have a lovely Wednesday, and peace and many blessings to you as you work with and explore the changes that you need to make in your life as we go into this new year. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks again so much for all of your comments, and thanks to all the new subscribers. I'll talk with you again soon.